Hey gang, it's your GM Drakeen here with another homebrew. Today we're going to talk about city design. Um, this is going to be pretty boring for you if you're not a DM, but it's something that I thought should would be a good topic because one, if you know cities. Just looking at this one, this is Menzo Menzo Baranzan that was generated by an artist named Riccardo Rossi. You can look him up. He's got a lot of images like this, and you know, just looking at this, it's fascinating, right? Cities are fascinating places, and because they are sort of the center of intrigue, um, power struggles, and all kinds of life and nuance, they can be particularly challenging for any DM to design. A lot of uh, I think I saw a video I was watching. A lot of DMs don't even do cities. The adventure is outside the city. Nothing really happens in the city. You can meet up and then you leave. That's it. And I understand why that is because it's just a lot to plan. It's a lot to design. It's a lot to, you know, take on, and maybe it's the best thing not to. If you're interested more about Men's or Bronze, and I recommend this series. This is the War of the Spider Queen series. The last book in particular, Resurrection, is written by Paul S. Kemp. He's it's very good writing. If you're curious, especially if you're interested in the Drow and that sort of thing, I highly, highly recommend it. The others are very good too. Just each one is written assigned a different author, so each one has a slightly different feel. But anyway, I'm going to jump into this. This is, I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can because it's the subject matter is really just uh, designing cities. One thing I wanted to do in particular was to have something quick at a glance because when you see city maps in D&D, there's a lot of little boxes. And, one of the questions players ask is, okay, what's this building over here? Right? So I wanted a reference key, really something really quick. I could say, okay, that's what this is. This is what this is. Now, I guess you could go to, um, I don't know, ChatGPT and say, hey, generate a bunch of buildings for the city. But I find with ChatGPT, you have to give it, the key is to ask the right question. You have to give it direction. It's a magnificent assistant, but it's definitely not a director. And it's gonna make mistakes. So you need to be the director if you're the DM. Very, very important. And to that end, this is kind of the key I came up with for just at a glance, what's that kind of thing. All right. Um, so I came up with this list, um, and I just label everything A to Z, 1 to 9, and as you can see, it's like it's pretty extensive. Um, you got and I kind of wanted to make it sound phonetically like, okay, A's got to be animals, animal merchants, dinosaur merchants if you're in Port Nine Zaru, stables, maybe butchers. B is for bakers and grocers, C is for carpenters and fine carvers, D is for diviners, Dwemer, craft sages. So that's your wizards and all that stuff, your seers, blah blah blah. Engravers, these are all the people doing writing, maybe a university, scribes. There might be engravers, that sort of thing. F, a lot, one of the most common magic items in the game is ammunition. So I have a huge amount of like you can get magical items at all these shops, but I have a lot of choices, and you want a lot of choices when you have PCs walk into your stores. So I have a lot of choices for like ammunition and stuff like that. Um, G for glass blowers, pewters, casters, all that. And then this is another big one too, herbalism, apothecary, and physicians. These are the guys, if you want maybe some lesser controlled substance, um, maybe you're shopping around for poison, which is illegal in most cities, or maybe you're just trying to get a healing potion or something. I don't know. Uh, that's for that. Instruments for bards, theater, musicians, all that stuff. J is for jewelry. K is for like furriers and trappers and or anyone who just makes a business catching and killing animals. L is for leather work. M is for all the people who deal in armor and weapons. Metal workers basically, and innkeepers and taverns. Oils for I was for oils cappers, lamplighters, anybody who deals with like lighting, candles, that sort of thing. Please, these are the guys who go into the sewer. They keep the city clean. Plumbers keep things moving. If things get clogged up, blah 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 blah. Okay, these are people that stone workers basically, people that build houses out of like stone and just you know prepare rocks and stuff like that. Are rugs, carpets, and tapestries. Um, so a lot of these places are like the places you go to sell your art objects, right? They'll give you a good price if you go to each one. And then this is like, fishmonger, shipwrights, all the anything dealing with the sea is S. T is obviously tailors, mercers, and launderers. Uh, U is for union, like union labor, basically, teamsters, coachmen, people that carry people around the city on rickshaws and stuff. V is for, uh, you know, wine vintners, people who make wine. W is the people who make wagons and stuff like that, all the carts and stuff like that. Um, X is for people who are looking for a guide, people who are looking to, take them somewhere specific. Y is Yakuza or Bordellos or gambling or nightclubs, probably thieves guilds probably fall in that category too. Z is for, zealots, temples, shrines, druid enclaves, monasteries, cemeteries, crypts. And this last group of lists is all mostly residential and storage places and government. So the first two are government, the others are all, typically like merchant companies that come in town with they need a building to stick their stuff in, that sort of stuff, and guilds. And then private collectors is a huge one because these are the people buying all kinds of weird stuff um, or selling all kinds of weird stuff. And you know, if you find stuff weird, there's always someone looking for it. There's always some. Uh, it's a long, long list of specific things. Even if you think, as a player, what you found may not as useful to you, you could probably get a really good deal for it from these guys, the private collectors. And then, of course, the others are all residential. And if you want to stick an adventure in the middle city, like something maybe you bought or something like that, I usually put that under nine. And that's really it you know. So that's really cities at a glance if and then I'll use this. I'll get, specifics obviously for each of these. And yeah, it's helped me kind of keep it simple. Um, you know, not the for players who've never designed cities and stuff like that. It's this video is not really for you. It's for I guess it's more for the DMs out there who are interested in cities, and I'm trying to gear up to eventually run a Waterdeep Mad Mage campaign. So I wanted something so I could kind of specify get into like the buildings in Waterdeep and all that. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care.